my name is Kellylynn McLaughlin, and I am the driver ambassador for Women in Trucking and Schneider. And today on my Day in the Life of a Driver series, I want to take you through a 24-hour period of a day. And we don't know what ours is going to look like yet because every day is a little bit different. But last night, I ran my clock up to the very end, and the reason I did that was because I took an extra long dinner break because I happened to be delivering in a town where one of my uncles lives. And so I called him and I was like, hey, I'm in town delivering and I'll be done, so come get me and we'll go to dinner. And we did, and that's one of the great things that I love about being a driver and traveling around the country. Every once in a while I luck out and I get to spend some time with my family or friends. But anyway, so I took my 10-hour break. It was 10 hours and 3 minutes, and it's not a lot of time to communicate with your family, take a shower, do the paperwork that you need to, trip plan, and I still need to get 7 hours of sleeping in the bunk time in order to be safe and legal in that 10 hours. But I had a 10 o'clock appointment this morning at a customer, so I got up at 6:30, did my ablutions, some stretching, and just got ready for the day. And I always clean up my tractor in the morning, and then I left at 7:30. But what I didn't calculate into my time was that I was missing a piece of paperwork from this customer that I slept at last night that was kind enough to have showers for drivers. But I got to the gate and they're like, oh ma'am, you need to turn around, go get that paper. So I did, I went and got the paper. So it sent me back about 15 minutes, but I was able to pick up a little bit of time in my journey this morning because there weren't any traffic delays. So I got to my customer on time. And if having to turn around at the dock is as bad as my day gets today, I am golden. So I got up at 6:30, left at 7:30, arrived at my customer at 10 o'clock. So I'm at my customer and I put on an outfit. Maybe you can guess where I'm at. And I have on a yellow, pretend it's a yellow rain jacket, and then I have an umbrella. And this company that I'm at makes things that go on your dinner table, practically every dinner table across the country. So I'm at a salt plant. It's really cool. You can hear lots of noise. And it's about 11 o'clock in the day. It took me 2 hours to drive here. It'll probably take about an hour to an hour and a half for them to load me, and then I'll be on my way. And they have all different kinds of salt products here. They have stuff for the table. They have pellets for your water softeners. I saw giant bags maybe for bakers. So it's a great day. While I'm waiting to get loaded, you might notice that my truck rocks and rolls a little bit because that's whenever they drive the forklifts onto the back of my trailer that it really rocks the whole trailer and the tractor as well. But I'm gonna do my yoga, some squats, some exercise, take advantage of the downtime. I squeezed in a little breakfast. I had an egg and some juice and took my vitamins. But one thing I wanted to mention was that I drove 2 hours to get here and I really needed to use the ladies' facilities. And this customer has a bathroom, but for COVID, they put big red tape over it and will not let the drivers use it. So even though I'm gonna be here for an hour and a half, there's nowhere to go. So I'm just gonna have to wait and find a rest area or truck stop on the way down the road. So we'll see you in a little bit. Bye. All right, so it's noon. It took them 2 hours to load me up with all my salt, but my trailer is about 3/4 of the way full. I got about a 6-hour drive, and I asked the lady at the counter if the bathroom was really broken or if it was a COVID thing, so she actually let me go to the bathroom, so booyah! It's been about an hour and a half that I've been driving, and I need to scale my load. This happens to be the closest certified scale on my route. And it is also right before the scale house that's run by the DOT that all drivers are required to go through unless you get a bypass on your in-cab system. And I use an app at a certified CAT scale, and I really love this app. It saves me so much time. It used to take me 10-15 minutes to scale, go inside, get my paper copy, and then get back out on the road. Now I can scale using this app it takes me usually like 3 or 4 minutes. It's so quick and so easy, and I'll show you a little video of how easy it is to use. And it's really important to make sure for drivers that we're not overweight, and not overweight gross, but also not overweight on each axle. And our trailer tires, we can normally slide back and forth. We can also slide our fifth wheel to adjust our weight so that we're safe and legal. I'm limited to 80,000 pounds gross, 34,000 pounds on my trailer tandems, 34,000 pounds on my drive axles, and 12,000 pounds on my steer tires. So there you go. We're safe and legal, and we're gonna hit the road. Bye. First you get the number off your scale. And you plug it in here. It's so easy. Just put in your tractor number, your load number, I'm going to put in my load number. It's linked to a form of payment. So far we're at 60 seconds. It's a super quick process to scale. And then we're all safe and legal. We're ready to go. All right, so we made it to the place where I'm going to spend the night tonight. It's at one of my carrier's facilities. They have showers, food, safe parking, toilets, paperwork, and mechanics and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of carriers do that. So if you're thinking about going to work for somebody, you might check out what their facilities are around the country for their drivers to stay overnight. I had a great drive, no hold up with traffic today, which is, that just makes every driver's day great. And I drove through Arkansas and through the rice fields, which I love to do, especially in the spring, because they're at a point right now where they are preparing the fields and building the berms, and then they'll flood them here in the next few weeks and start seeding them. And next time you're at the grocery store, take a look and see if the rice came from Arkansas, because I might have just driven right past their field. Let's see, what else? I'm 2 miles from my customer, so I'm probably going to take a little bit more than a 10-hour break tonight because I'm kind of tired. And in the morning, all I have to do is a pre-trip, motivate 2 hours down the road. I'm going to do a live unload, which means they're going to manually unload my trailer. And normally at this town that I'm staying at tonight, I like to go out into town and get a burger and listen to some music or a beer, but it's COVID, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make dinner in my truck, and I'll show you that in a minute. It's 9 o'clock at night now. I made myself some dinner. I'm going to have a salad with chicken and hard-boiled egg tonight. I probably would have been eating a little bit sooner, but I bumped into a gentleman that's a 3 million mile driver, and I bumped into him a couple of months ago when I had a female student, and I asked him to share with her his one piece of sage advice, which is something I ask every million miler that I meet. And he remembered me, so he came over and said hi, and we were, joking around and talking for a little while. So delayed me a little bit, but I had a really great day. And I need to do maybe a little bit of trip planning on my tablet before I go to sleep. I already made a few phone calls to my family, and tomorrow I'll get up and we'll go just a couple miles down the road and deliver this load and have them unload it, and then we'll see what tomorrow has to bring. So good night, everybody.